All right, everybody. Welcome to another Bronies UK live stream, and this one is quite a special one because, as we all know, the G5 trailer finally released not 2 days ago, and well, it's awesome. It sold it to me, and ultimately, I am looking forward to it very much. Nolsey will be joining us momentarily. He's just booting up. He should be on about 2 or 3 minutes. For anyone that does join, we're only going to be running till about 11:30 tonight because we're on a bit of a restricted time zone type thing. So yeah. All right, Silver Comet. I hope you're well. Hope you're doing well indeed. So we are going to be discussing the G5 trailer tonight. Oh yes, very, very happy with that. Looking forward to the film very much. Only just over a month away now. Literally about 5 weeks. And I am really, really looking forward to it. Oh, Nosy has joined. Let me just throw him in.
Yeah.
Nosy! How are you doing there, mate?
Not too bad. Do you want to pop us in?
I can't hear you. Hang on. Might be my side. 2 secs. This isn't good. I can't hear Nosy. Why can't I hear him? Hang on. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Why can't I hear you? Come on. You hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yeah, great. I put the cables in the wrong way. I plugged it in backwards, so I couldn't hear anything. But yeah, as Silver Comet has pointed out, the book version of the movie was leaked yesterday. It's just nobody telling spoilers from it. Yeah, I did hear about that the literal book adaptation has leaked. I am doing everything I can to avoid that. I want to stay true to the path and not know anything about the film until it gets released in a month's time. But yeah, I am doing my best to not come across the book leak.
What I was trying to say when you couldn't hear me, did you want to do it the other way? So
Oh yeah, 2 secs.
look at
Hell
that.
yeah. Hell yeah.
How are we all? How are you doing, Silver Comet, by the way? Hope you're well. Greetings from Argentina.
Just 32 screenshots of the movie with some narration. Very.
Sam's gone again. That didn't take long. So, as Sam was trying to say, it says it is just 32 screenshots. Fuck's sake. Sorry for the swearing. Anyway, it is just 32 screenshots of the movie with some narration, very simplified for children to understand it. So it does not have anything complex or lore-ish. No, that's good. That's good. Until Sam comes back, I can't take this comment off the screen, which is fun. This is the only problem when you should have the same tools as the main host, but for some reason, because this is the free version of StreamYard, the only thing I can do on my side is share my screen. That's all I can do on my side, so it's a little annoying. All right, Sam says he'll be back in a sec. He's just frozen, so it won't be too long. So, Silver Comet, you're getting some screen time because you are on the screen until Sam comes back, which is a bit embarrassing. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting messages while I'm on. So Silver Comet. Sam's microphone seems to be picking up a lot of white noise. When he went out the stream, got very silent. All right, okay. I'll let him know when he comes in that there was some issues with his microphone. He did say that he had his headset in the wrong hole, so maybe that was the reason why he was getting a bit of thingy, because his headset was plugged in the wrong one at first. So I'll definitely bring that up to him when he comes back in, for sure. See if we can get that fixed, because there's nothing quite annoying trying to listen to someone when there's some sound issues. I know that for sure. I can't, but it happens. But how are you doing anyway, Silver Comet? How you been? What you been up to? Anything interesting? If you would like to share what you've been up to, by all means, do so. I think I'm here. People can hear me all right. Still. Silver Comet again. Thanks to the G5 movie trailer, a lot of the old/low-profile bronies are coming out by uploading reactions of it on their YouTube channels. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, somebody's back.
Sorry, just randomly froze there. I had to restart. Alright, what we're talking about?
Do you want to take off Silver Comet's comment, by the way, because it's been on for the past 3 minutes?
Sorry. As you said, let me sort that out. There we go.
This is the only annoying thing with the free version. I should have the same tools as you do.
Let me have a quick look here. Can I give you admin rights from my side? Let me have a look.
Because I can't bring up any comments, and all I can do is share my screen.
No, I can't give you any admin rights, mate. I've literally can't do that.
No, it's probably because it's a free version, you see. So the host of it has all power, basically. So yeah, basically, Silver Comet was talking while you'd gone. He said something about your microphone. There's a bit of white noise in the background, and when you'd left, it went real quiet.
Yeah, and I know about the white noise problem. That's hopefully going to be fixed soon. Okay. This computer's on the way out, basically. It's dying, hence why I've got a new one, which I'm going to be sorting out soon. So, yeah, the white noise is coming from the fact that the motherboard's sort of dying.
And the one that you were trying to read before you froze, this is the one he was talking about the movie, the G5 movie book. It basically just says it is just 32 screenshots of the movie with some narration, very simplified for children to understand it. So it does not have anything complex or lore-ish, which is good, so, at least. And then he just come in again saying, if you want to bring this one up, Sam, it's the thanks for the G5 movie trailer.
Yeah.
So it says, thanks to the G5 movie trailer, a lot of the old low-profile bronies are coming out by uploading reactions. So I was just reacting to that when you come back in. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that because we did a quick browse, didn't we, before we did our live one, just to see if any other people had done a live stream.
Yeah, quite a few people had.
And a lot of people had, and some faces I've never seen before. So that is encouraging. That is encouraging that there's been a lot of very silent possible bronies out there that haven't made videos in the past coming out, which is only encouraging, which means it could be a good thing for conventions when they come back online as well.
Well, the thing with the YouTube bronies, mate, is quite a few of them. They went quiet. Some even before G4 ended. Some of them went quiet for personal reasons. Some went quiet after G4 ended because they didn't really have any. They didn't really follow anything else outside of G4 pony related anyway. And so yeah, quite a few people that have popped up doing reaction videos for like brony channels we've not seen before. I believe, as Silver Comet says, they are probably older fans who have maybe not been that active for the last 3 or 4 years, or even new fans who just like the look of the trailer. Yeah. So yeah, it will definitely give the fandom a massive boost, very much like how the 2017 G4 film did. So yeah, I think we'll be seeing a hell of a massive boom in the next sort of, basically from about September onwards, we'll see a boom in the fan base. Definitely.
We've got one more comment from Artemis, which is the last one on the screen, if you can see it. Yep. Filtering the search on YouTube, last 24 hours, I got so many good analysts I never got in my radar before. Nice one. So hopefully, this analytic live stream talking about it, have we got any screen caps at all?
I can bring some up. I'll just be 1 sec. I can get some screenshots up.
Because we don't want to play the trailer again, because we don't want to upload the reaction trailer. We don't want to delete it, sorry. We don't want to delete that video because it's done pretty well. In just 2 days, it's actually got over 300 views. And it's got a lot of positivity and a good bit of conversation going in the comments. So it'd be a shame to get rid of that. So basically, we did get a copyright strike, by the way.
Oh no, we'll just stick with it.
Yeah, because we did get a copyright strike, but it's nothing major for us because it was on about monetization, and we won't be able to make any money on that video. But we don't have enough subscribers to earn money anyway, so that's not a problem at all. Also, one thing before we get too far into this, I want to just clarify a mistake on my part. And one person in the comments on the trailer reaction video brought it up about Pip. Now, for some reason, when we first watched it as live, obviously it was the first time for both of us. We hadn't watched it before the stream, so it was fresh and new for both of us at the time. And for some reason, Pip is all over the trailer, and I said Pip isn't there, or wasn't a part of the trailer. And of course she was.
She is.
So I just want to say, because obviously we've watched it quite a few times since that reaction, and she is certainly there. So I apologise for the confusion there, or people watching that trailer reaction and thinking, what the hell's John on about? So I apologise for that. I just wanted to come out and mention that before we get too far into that. So that's my bad. But yeah, Pip is certainly in the trailer. But yeah, I'm still very, very happy about the trailer. And I feel it's very encouraging, the trailer so far. I love it. I've watched it about 5 or 6 times since the reaction. So
yes, was the copyright strike reaction to Netflix trailer of the movie? As far as I know, it's fine for many people. Yeah, it was Silver Comet. Basically, short version. Our video, we basically sort of did it through StreamYard. We did it as a private one, so obviously it didn't show up. And we recorded it with me and Nosy on one side and the trailer on the other. And obviously we played the trailer, so we could potentially have got a copyright strike largely for the audio. Because from what I understand on YouTube, most copyright strikes come from audio rather than like visuals. What I can do, I can show us the trailer on here, but I've muted it so there won't be any sound. And we'll just basically sort of, rather than play it, we'll just sort of fast forward to certain scenes and talk
Just
about them.
pause it at certain points. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah, not to mention with the audio switched off, we should be okay. So,
we might get one copyright, but it might be mostly for artwork, but we should be all right.
it should be all right. If need be, we might. If we had to remove this live stream later because of copyright, we might. But
Yeah,
we'll see.
I think the reason why we got picked up on it was because obviously there's music in there. There was a musical track. During it. So, but yeah, we should be all right. Should be all right with no sound.
Right, okay, 1 second. Let me bring this up and I will just go share my screen real quick. Okay. Okay, we've got a little bit weird for a second. Right, hopefully everybody can see this. Right. So, obviously, the opening shot right here, we've got obviously Sonny's home. It's a lighthouse.
It's obviously Metan Bay by the looks of that.
Yeah. Yeah, Metan Bay. Obviously, there's not really. I don't think there's really a lot. But if anybody's
obviously Sonny's house by the looks of it.
Yeah.
So.
If anybody sees anything while we're doing this, pop a message up so we can discuss. Right. So just want to move up to this scene here. 2 sets. I can bring it up. There we go.
You want to make the screen bigger?
Oh yeah, 2 sets. There we go.
That's better. So yeah, here we see Sonny's dad in her little room, and then you can see on the back there's a lot of Pegasi. The alicorns, aren't they?
No, just unicorns. Right, no wings. I don't think there's any wings. Can't see any.
I see a wing on that one, unless it's a.
There's a wing. Yeah, looks like there's some Pegasi there, and unicorns. I mean, we can get a proper look at the G4 character statues here for the first time.
We've got there as well.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
We've got a rainbow there as well, which is a reference to Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, we've got a unicorn plushie right there.
Yeah, which is just not based on anything particular. At least I don't think so, anyways.
Can we also just take a moment to just agree that little Philly Sonny is really cute?
Yeah, she is cute. She's very cute.
What else have we got?
One thing I'd like to say, I mean, this is probably a lot of crap, but a lot of people saying about that there could be some sort of relation to some of the G4 characters. I know we have said that apparently it has been confirmed as canon that some of the characters did not have kids except for one, which was Pinkie Pie. But I'm wondering if he is a descendant of the possibly either Luna or maybe Twilight, because if you notice his coat is very, it's like a diluted version of her skin tone or coat tone. So I'm just wondering maybe, because if you notice as well in his mane,
there is some purple.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if it might not be really mentioned about it in the movie. It might be something that might brush up or come up, might talk about maybe, if it is what I'm thinking, that could there be some sort of link with him? Because if you notice there's a storybook on there, so he's obviously probably going to read her a story, I would assume.
I'm again, sorry to interrupt, mate, but again, this is obviously very important to the plot, and I really can't help but wonder, is this, as the theory is, this is actually the friendship journal. This is Twilight's friendship journal. That's the theory. So if that is her journal, and I would obviously assume that the main 6 figurines here, they are named, they are the main 6. They're not just like random ones. And not only are they named in this, but they know the elements, what they represent. So I'm thinking one of two things. Either these are something that Sonny has been, her dad's bought for her from a shop. Maybe these are like kids' toys, or
there might be hand-me-downs.
Yeah, there's something that they've handed down or they've been made, like he's made them for her.
Yeah. Do you want to bring this comment up from Silver Comment? It's actually got
Yeah.
the creator one.
2 sets. Creator, bring it up now. Creator of Sunny is a confirmed that the figurine of Twilight has her wings tucked inside of extended light river. Ah, right. So she is actually an Alicorn. It's Alicorn Twilight, right?
Yeah, and obviously the person that did it was Imalu.
Yeah.
Was announced as a Brony fan artist. So they're the two characters she created for the series, which for the film.
And it states when Sunny is rolling down, her helmet has Twilight's wings on the back of the head. Interesting.
We'll get to that as we go through the trailer more.
Let's see. I don't know if there's anything else in this clip that's worth talking about.
No, not really. Want to make it bigger?
Yeah. 2 sec. Let's bring it up. Right. What's next? Let's just pause and look at cute little Sunny there. She's so cute. She's just so adorable. I just want to give her a hug. It's so cute.
I just want to say that Rainbow Dash little figurine is the best one.
So what? Rainbow Dash, that little figure in there, that's cuter than cute little bit Philly Sunny.
I'm just saying that is the best one of that set.
The best one, okay.
She's 20% cooler. She's 20% cooler than the rest of that set. Anyway, she is cute.
Okay, let's just pause it here. I don't know if there's anything.
No, it's just a more of a close-up of a dad. But if you notice again, there is a lot of colour variation in his mane.
Yeah.
Purple. Something. I could be completely barking up the wrong tree here, but it just makes me wonder.
I mean, it's clear from the pictures here that Sunny's a big believer in friendship. You've got unicorns, Pegasi, Earth Pony, all friends. You know. Let's see. I don't know. Let's get the one of our rollerblading up. So just pause it there. We've got a nice picture of Sunny and her dad there. I am curious about where her mother is. You know, I wonder where her mother is in all this. Where's she not around?
Yeah, that's interesting because it's kind of does feel a lot like obviously it is very Pixar looking, but it looks like they're kind of going with a possibility of like most of the Disney films, they kind of like center around one parent or one legal guardian that's on their own that raising that character. So like, you know, so it's kind of makes me wonder as if they maybe are copying that analogy, if you can call it that, with this film where it's just a single father raising his daughter, you know, which is cool. But it would be nice to see, because obviously, you know, that's not the first time we've known this. I mean, look at Applejack and
Applejack and Apple Bloom, their parents obviously long gone.
Yep. So it's not the first time we've seen this.
Let's try and get a more bit of a clearer picture of this if I can of Sunny. There we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, I see what Silver Comet means. The wings are on the back of the helmet.
Yeah, and you see a nice shot of a cutie mark as well.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. I wonder what this large building is here.
It looks like a farm or something, doesn't it?
Nah, do you think that might be a school? Do you think that's perhaps like a reference to the Twilight School of like Friendship School?
It could be a school. I mean, obviously, with it being the Earth Pony Town.
Let's nip back here. I just want to see what we've got from Silver Comet real quick.
I don't think we need to come out of the trailer, by the way, Sam. I think you can just keep that up, can't you?
No, not.
Yeah, you've got.
Yeah, I'm going to switch the tabs. Okay, so we've got Silver Comet stats. Some say the unicorn doll is made to represent Sunny's mother. She's not dead, she's just on the run. That's interesting. Interesting theory.
That is interesting. Unless she's a bit of an explorer a little bit. Maybe she's gone out and that's where Sunny gets it from, basically. That need to go on an adventure. Who knows?
Then we've got since a unicorn will not be tolerated in Maytown Bay, especially in the past when Sunny was young. So yeah, if her mum's a unicorn, it would explain where she is.
Yeah.
The big building is Cantor Logic Corporation Factory.
So it's a business place of business. So, yeah, with it being so profound and obviously featured, I wonder if it does play a little part in the film somehow.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's very at the top of everything. It's very clear the biggest building there. So yeah, might have something to do with it. Let's see. Let's try get here this next one real quick there. So yes, I'm assuming Cantalogic, as Silver Comet says. So that I never noticed that. So that must be obviously the reference there, the company. I mean,
Cantalot.
Yeah.
There might not be anything, but they're using a sort of version of Cantalot there. So I wonder if that's a little Easter egg there that they might be bringing back Equestria Girls.
I mean, I've got to say, I love just the animation. You just look at how amazingly detailed Sunny's face is right here. I mean, really, there's been some top-notch animation done. You can clearly see Twilight, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash cutie marks, and Twilight's cutie mark on a satchel. So, again, I'm really hoping the main six have some important things involved in this. They're definitely involved in some way. I mean, you get a very sort of... I mean, you've obviously got a tram system now. You can see the tram lines. And we know there's cinema things, ice cream parlours, so it's a very modernised version of Equestria. It's very modern to how it would be for us.
We did get a comment on the reaction trailer, though, saying that I mentioned about the Dance Dance Revolution game in there.
Yeah.
And apparently that was featured in Gen 4 in an episode. I think maybe season 2 or season 3 or something, but apparently there was a similar kind of thing mentioned, or was actually in Gen 4. So, but it was obviously, it was like a wooden version, but obviously in this they're using metal, which is like for the first time they're using proper materials, because originally they didn't really use materials in that kind of way in Gen 4. It was all magic used.
Silver Comet confirms to us the posters around the town with the logo that have glasses, the same Phyllis wears, they're all the Cantalogic building. I wonder if that might have some part to play in the film. Maybe that company's got a link to something. Maybe they're important in some way, maybe.
Maybe.
Let's see, what can we go to next?
Izzy.
Let's just see if we can get Izzy Road quick.
Love her. Love her.
Yeah, I know she's like really she's become a pretty fan favourite, really, is like.
Because she's awesome.
Yeah, I don't deny she is. She's definitely the Pinkie Pie of the group.
I don't know how you're not a fan of her either.
I'm Sunny. I like Sunny.
Oh, come on. She's the best one out of the minute. I love it when she does that. She's like, "Hi, friend."
Yeah, she's the happy-go-lucky character.
I love her. She's cute.
Let's see. I know, right here. Interestingly, we've got the little lamb there. We've got Hitch, and I believe is that Sprout, his name, I believe?
Yeah.
I believe that's meant to be like his deputy.
Yeah, that's one of the characters that they announced the voice actor for, so yeah. I can't remember. I think it might be Phil Lamar that's playing him. I can't remember. I might be wrong with that.
Yeah, but look, we've got any... I try and keep up with Silver Comet.
Yeah, he's come back. It says the Dance Dance Revolution machine was in season 6 episode.
Right, that's a rewatch that. Just try and remember that. Obviously, freeze it there. So I just sort of like the reaction we've got here. We've got like everybody else to sort of like unicorn, run, and then Sunny's like, unicorn, awesome! I've always wanted to be a unicorn, and it's like the only one who isn't running away.
Yeah, like it was Hitch that caused the panic, and he's meant to be the sheriff. Aren't law enforcement supposed to stop panic? Yeah,
that is true.
But yeah, it was like, unicorn attack! And then everyone just started freaking out.
I mean, I like the lights here. They're very sort of late Victorian style in the lighting.
Yeah.
So I think to a certain extent the technology might be similar to how things would have been in maybe the 1930s or 40s, maybe 50s.
Also, they're using very westernized architecture types as well for the building.
Yeah, they are.
So instead of kind of using more like an American style or like an Asian, like Japanese or whatever, they've gone for more of a. Unless each place that we find has their own kind of style with their.
I think they will. I think they'll all have their own architecture and design. Ian. Hello, Ian. Ian has popped in. What does it? Ian says, I wonder if Phyllis will be an antagonist in the movie. All the posters make it seem Cantalogic will play a big part in the movie. Yeah, we were literally just discussing that actually. Yeah, we were thinking the same thing because obviously it just seems to play a part. Yeah, we were thinking the same thing, Ian. We were thinking that same thing. Okay.
Silver Comet came back, by the way, saying about something. You want to bring it up?
Is it this one? All of the new main 5 have the personalities mixed with 2 of the main 6. Example, Izzy is 2/3 Pinkie Pie, 1/3 Rarity. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because obviously she's got a similar kind of main style, like Rarity, where it flicks.
And Silver Comet states that Ian, Phyllis is the only one of the cast that has no cameos or lines in the first trailer.
Yeah.
And probably be featured in the second. If there is a second. I'm sort of wondering this might be the only one.
I think there will be a second one, Sam. I think there'll be one probably more closer to it because obviously now we've finally got a first exposure to with a trailer and the characters interacting. I generally think we might get one more because generally the way Netflix work with anything that's up and coming or soon to stream, they usually do at least 2 or 3 trailers or little things or even TV spots sometimes. So this might end up, they might do like a TV spot versions for TV for, obviously, because I know it's going up on Netflix, but yet they still do that, even though it's not a massive theatrical film. But it is a theatrical film, but you know what I mean.
I just love this, again, this just the way you've got everyone running away in fear, and Sonny's look is just like, oh my god, you're a unicorn, and Izzy's just sort of like, hi, I'm Izzy. Hi. Why is everyone running away?
Hi, I'm going to murder you all now. That's what it looks like on the face. Silver Comet's come back. Do you want to bring it up?
Yeah, so even Sprout appears, he screams, face plants on a door and goes unconscious.
Yeah. The first trailer was released ahead of schedule. It is also choppy, badly done. So there's maybe even a third one, likely a mix of the previous 2. Most likely, they're probably still working on some elements right up until it even streams, because the amount of work on the animation alone, there could be a lot of stuff still in the process of being finalized. Because even though, even films that come out at the cinema, that like, I know this is going off on a tangent, but there was a film called Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, and they did the whole Devastator at the end of the film, and they literally were animating that on the premiere date, and they literally bent out a load of hard drives trying to render that monstrosity of a Transformer. Anyway, so let's get back to the point. Sam gone. Sam's gone. Looks like Sam's frozen again. And again, Silver Comet, you have the screen to yourself again because we can't do anything at the minute until he comes back. Right, sorry about that, guys. It's I don't know what's going on with Sam. He's having a bad time of things tonight with his connection, and I can't show you any more screen caps because, like I said, Sam's got all the power. This is a bit annoying. Nico, hello to you. Well, that trailer was worth the wait. The movie looks promising, and I really hope it lives up to the hype. It was a great trailer. I had a great time watching it for the first time, and as you would have seen in the reaction that we did, I was beaming. I was smiling. I had a smile from cheek to cheek. And I thought the humor was brilliant, and I was laughing along to a lot of what was going on in there. I really, really, really enjoyed that trailer, and I really do hope it does good. And a lot of fans like the end product. I'm really hoping that the film. I understand. My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic holds such a. It holds. It has a lot of fans have a special place even now, even still, for Friendship is Magic, and I know Gen 5 or this movie or whatever. And sorry that.
Sorry, not having a bit of a problem tonight with stuff. Just froze on me again.
No problem, Sam.
Right, what have I missed?
I think the one that's when you froze again. I was talking. You want to bring it up? The Silver comment saying about this trailer was released.
Yeah, being ahead of schedule. Yeah, I suspected it was, since originally it was meant to be released on the 20th, I believe.
Yeah, so it was released ahead of schedule, and he basically was saying, responding to that I generally do believe that we will be getting more. I generally do think that, because that's how Netflix usually rolls with anything quite major coming up on their service. Nico's back in for the first time, so if I want to bring him in.
Nico states, "This isn't my kid. You're welcome. Gets me every time."
Yeah, I love that.
Indeed.
And he came in further than that. This is about the trailer was worth the wait. It's literally not that far up there.
The humour is really great. Airpo is really like headless chickens. A seagull collapsing. An orphan colt being delivered by Hitch to his new mother.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it is. 2 secs. Since I can bring stuff up. Okay, this scene right here.
Yep, I absolutely love that. Like, here you go, man. Here's your son. And he's just like, she's just like, hey, this isn't my kid. You're welcome. Oh, yeah, I love that bit. It's just brilliant. I think Hitch is going to be a pretty good character for humour. I think that just kind of... Plus, they've got a good actor playing him as well. He does have a history of voice acting, animation, and live action. So he has a good range of talent when it comes to things. So I think he'll be good.
Let's pause it so we can get a better view of Sonny's house here, which is, as we can clearly tell, is a lighthouse. I am curious if this is going to be rather. Obviously, it's a lighthouse, but I am curious to whether or not we're going to have a bit of like a Twilight-esque library inside here.
Who knows? I mean, what's interesting is that obviously a dad must be a lighthouse keeper. So
yeah, very likely.
You see Izzy and Sunny, so yeah, even Izzy's running is cute.
Right, what have we got?
Hey, Princess Galaxy Stars in for the first time. Hello. Oh, I love this.
I love the beans. The beans are so well done. Just to bring it up real quick here. I just sort of love the fact that it's just like, yeah, I can like bounce this on my head. You know, I don't really have any magic anymore, but I can at least do this. And let me just catch up on the chat real quick.
Zero Bunny's in here. Hello.
Hi, Zero Bunny. How are you doing? Nico says, I really hope they don't go 10 Hitch into an arrogant douchebag. Always hate when that happens. Nah. I don't think they'll do that.
I hope not. I think so far, I think the characters seem quite well rounded at the moment, but again, it's too early to really say.
True. Also, can we just agree on one thing, people? Those beans are some of the most realistically rendered beans I've ever seen.
Yeah. I wonder how many eyebrows they burnt out with just doing the beans at work.
I mean, just look at that. That looks like real baked beans. That is probably some touch-up animation right there on the beans. Yeah, very impressive. Let's see. Where's that? That's it. Let's bring up the picture. I want to bring up the picture of the unicorns real quick. There we go. Let's bring that up. Because this is pretty interesting. I mean, they're obviously living in a forest somewhere. We've got huge big chunks of crystal. And then they're all looking rather depressed because they don't have the magic anymore.
This made me chuckle when I saw this, especially the old one. When something hits her on the head, she just goes, ow.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of... And you got sort of like a very mystical magic forest vibe, but obviously no magic anymore.
It might be the Everfree Forest they're living in.
Maybe. Although I've heard it isn't. I've heard it's something else.
Oh, okay.
Let me just quickly go back. What have we got here? Let's see. Ian points out the Cancer Logic poster in the background seems to be making the Pegasi look like evil monsters. I think that's partly the point. I think, as we know, there is a lot of mistrust between the three races.
Maybe
so we definitely know that.
Maybe the reason for it. Because obviously Cancer Logic, they must obviously be thinking out the electricity and running a lot of the appliances that they all have. And phones and stuff like that. So I generally think maybe it could be just some greedy guy that is making money. People are bringing in this technology, and it might just maybe he is maybe not the baddie, but maybe he's the negative influence in the film or in the series.
As we know, Silver Comet states Sunny works as a delivery pony of fruit smoothies. She's paid in part with fruits like those in her table and canned ready to eat food like the beans.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see, what else can we bring up? I just want to bring up more little sad unicorns. I mean, obviously we've got buildings here that are growing out of trees. So whether or not that's by magic or that's just a natural thing, I'd be interested to know. But obviously, I do like the hats as well. I like these little hats that they wear.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I know. Let me try and bring up, if we can get a better look at that map. Hang on. There we go. So if I were to guess, Bridal Wood's where the unicorns must live, because obviously that's Mertown Bay there.
Yeah.
So that's obviously where the unicorns live. Pegasi live at Zephyr Heights, which we know is obviously, we're assuming is where Cancelot used to be. But then interestingly, on here though, this map, we've got this little square thing. We've got some sort of picture on it and some question marks on it. So I wonder what that's all about. Yeah. Plus, we get a better look at this book as well. We can tell there's little notes sticking out of it and things. So either this is the friendship journal, or this might just be maybe it's her dad's research journal.
Or in Old Mothers.
Yeah. Yeah, potentially. What we got? Anyone we got
Ginger,
here?
Ginger's back. Hello, Ginger.
Ginger. Ian states, I like how the forest looks like a fantasy-looking location rather than a modern-looking one, which does make a lot of sense for unicorns, to be fair, because they're magically based. So yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Ginger makes a good point if you want to bring him in.
Okay, we go. This is just a hunch, but since Sonny's father hadn't shown up on the trailer on the present day, I have been hearing rumours that he could already have passed away through the film. Do you mean a mother? Because Sonny's father's in the film. Also, we've got the map theory from Silvercomb. The apple represents Applewood in the old G4 map, with Zephyr Heights as part of the Misty Mountains.
Right, okay. Nico says, I love the details in the animation. They really went all out with the movie when it comes to the visuals. They certainly did.
I wonder if the animation will be as high up as 4K, or if it's just full HD. I'd be curious to know that.
Well, Netflix is capable of Ultra HD, 4K, Ultra 4K, sorry. So you can tell that the animation has been done possibly in 4K renders because it's so vibrant and beautiful.
Very much. Right, let's try if we can get a shot here of
Zephyr Heights.
Oh, pause. There we go. Oh, quick. There we go. Right, so let me just bring that up in a larger scale for you, everyone. So,
they've even got news reporters, which is interesting.
I get a bit of almost like the way that building design. It sort of reminds me of a mix of sort of Lord of the Rings and Marvel's Asgard. It has a real sort of vibe of that.
They might be using a lot of references in certain things like that because they know a lot of kids will be into the Marvel stuff and a lot of Disney stuff. So they're probably a lot of fantasy stuff. So.
I mean, you've definitely got a bit of New York Times Square with the big screens and things. And
they've got news reporters, so that's good.
Yeah.
So they might maybe have like a lot of that. And it looks like there's a steam engine. Is that maybe? No, it's a cloud.
Anybody notice there appears to be Pegasi statues perhaps on the roofs here?
Yeah.
So there seems to be others around there as well.
And Z Heights, which is obviously the mobile, must be a mobile tariff that they've got there. Which is kind of like, looks like they're kind of doing T-Mobile, because it looks like the T-Mobile logo. Which is
it will be.
Yeah. I don't know about anywhere else, but we've got that here in the UK called T-Mobile, and they actually have that kind of design with the pink.
Let's just put up here. So we've got Silver Comet asks, some compare Zephyr Heights with Columbia, the floating city of Bioshock Infinite. Interesting. Never actually played that, but yeah, I've heard about that. Nico's asking, I still want to know if the movie's going to have an actual villain or not, because I highly doubt Greenhaven's the villain. I think there may well be a villain, specifically if the magic of the unicorns, the magic of the wild disappeared. So something will have caused that. So potentially, yes, there may be a villain. Ginger states, well, I mean, he did show up at the beginning of the trailer when she was young, but I'm guessing he's no longer there on the present day. Really bad writing. Don't worry about it. I guess we'll have a better idea when we see the film. We'll know for sure when the film's out. And then obviously, as Silver Comet states, notice no Pegasi flying on the shot of the city. It happens when Izzy and Sunny are looking out at the elevator. Yeah, so a lot of people, I know there's a big belief that Pegasi don't fly at all, that it's all sort of smoke and mirrors to make it appear that they can still fly. Obviously, building architecture is reminiscent of Clouddale. Yeah, It's definitely got some Cloudsdale designs in there. It's definitely the architecture's a follow-on. Let's see. I mean, just to pause it here and get a good in shot. Again, I think this is just a good way to sort of see the animation style and how nice it is. You know, it's got Sonny and Izzy in this nice little gorge. Let's bring up Zip real quick. Where is she? There she is. There's Zip. I admit her hairstyle just looks like a bit of toothpaste on her head.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's purposely designed like that.
That's probably what it is, because a lot of artists do get kind of like inspiration from a lot of really weird things. So it does look like a bit of Colgate toothpaste on a brush or something like that. Yeah.
Let's back up here. We've got anything new? Nico's asking, is Hitch supposed to be a descendant of Fluttershy in some way, shape, or form? Because he looked real friendly with the bunnies at the end of the trailer. Maybe. I know, again, there's a lot of so much debate as to whether or not they're descendants of the G4 ponies. We don't know. But ultimately, we'll see.
You missed Ginger's comment saying, "Well, I mean, like."
We mentioned it. He was just talking about. Ginger's talking about Sonny's father and whether or not he's going to be there later on in the film. Silver Comet states Fluttershy was too old to have foals by the end of the season, so it could only be a descendant of a brother, Zephyr Breeze. Yeah, quite well potentially, because as we all know, the only one to have a foal out of the main six was Pinkie Pie. As far as we're aware, none of the others did.
Which still actually surprises me in some ways. But anyway.
Ian says it's a bit confusing about the part of the trailer is that it shows Zip flying up to Sonny and Izzy, despite it being said that they use wires. Yeah, I mean, potentially it could be possible that in that scene she's tricks them. Maybe she just jumps up out the mist, spreads her wings, and gives the impression she's flying. Obviously, at the moment, we don't know everything about the Pegasi and whether or not they have the ability or if they don't. But it is looking very much like they don't, because as it was pointed out earlier by Silver Comet, none of the Pegasi are actually seen flying in a shot of Zephyr Heights. So yeah, it is quite potential. Or as Ginger states, quote, flying with style.
You know what, Ginger? Me and you were on the same wavelength there. I was thinking about the Buzz Lightyear thing in Toy Story then. I was literally, because she could have been up on a height, and with a height, she might have been able to glide down to them. So she might be able to use it just glide to the, not fly, but glide. So it's like flying with style. You know, when Buzz glides to the car at the end of the film.
So, Argus Silver Comet states Zip is a science nut who was trying to make a contraption to launch itself into the air. It's all about acrobatics and gliding. So again, falling with style.
Yep.
Ultimately, I think that gives us quite a lot to go on. So it's going to move on to another. Let's see if I find another interesting screenshot. Oh, here we go. This is one of them all together. And as Nosy sort of failed to notice that a certain someone is indeed the trailer, but this is also obviously when they're all going to the unicorn's home because they've all got horns on now.
Yep.
But I'm just going to point her out. She's just there, Nosy. Just there.
I know.
Yeah.
I think they've obviously put those on to obviously kind of because obviously, you know, they might have put those on to obviously disguise themselves somehow so they don't give themselves away too much.
Yeah, definitely. We've got a bit of a heads up from Nico here. Heads up, according to Equestria Daily, there's a book floating around that allegedly spoils a big chunk of the G5 movie, so look out. We heard about that. Yeah, we are aware of that, Nico. Thanks for the heads up, but we are aware of that. Okay,
So smaller than the rest. Yeah, she's a very small character. Unless she's a little bit younger.
yeah, it's
Maybe
potentially
maybe
possible.
about a year younger or something like that. Never knows. Who knows? So I don't think have they actually announced how old they are? Yeah.
No, but age is very rarely announced
I mean, it doesn't
in
really
these
matter,
things.
really, but she might be a little bit younger than that, maybe.
So I don't quite know where we are here, but
this is when they're doing the makeover and putting makeup on Hitch, which is what happens when you get a group of young girls together. It usually ends up the guy ends up getting glittered.
This scene, just here.
yeah.
I love the look on his face.
If that was me, that would be my look on my face as well.
Why do I do these things? Why? What has become of my life? Let's see. Oh.
This is the Dance Dance Revolution thing. Coming up.
So, just quickly here. Soul Comet states Pip is 2 years younger than Zip. He's about the same age as the rest, but Pip is also obviously chubbier and shorter. So, there is definitely an age gap there. So, this is obviously the Alpha Brittle. And this is the scene with the dance game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just bring that up. I wonder what that is. Oh, that's a stamp collection, look. We've got a stamp collection right there.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's interesting. So there's a bit of a stamp collector. Let's see if we can just bring up that dance game. Let's try and get a better. I will try and get a better shot if I can. Hang on. There we are. So we've got the dance game. I believe isn't that based off? Oh, what's it called? Just Dance.
Dance Dance Revolution.
That's it. Dance Dance Revolution. That's what that's based off.
That looks like it's more of a gambling thing, though, because obviously it looks like kind of who's going to go first instead of a coin toss. It's more like a thing to say who's to go first.
Yeah. I just want to pause it 2 seconds.
It's also made of wood, that so it's not. It's
yeah.
So it's a bit more of a primitive version, but it's still clever that they put that in there.
I just like sort of it's almost like a very 90s almost look to a lot of the ponies. They kind of come across as being like a 90s style.
These might be the elements what is going to grasp an older audience, because in when we got early information, they said they still wanted to make it a little bit more mature compared to like obviously Gen 4. It started off more of a child-friendly thing, but the more that they noticed and knew that the viewership was very varied with age groups, they started to put things in there like Doctor Who, and only certain generations will know what Doctor Who is, like from years ago and things like that, and all sorts of other stuff that they put in there. So with this Dance Dance Revolution, I don't think many young kids now will know what that is, and only people that probably from the 90s, early thousands will know what that is, because I think it was around about probably late 90s, early thousands when that game started to go out, come into where, because I remember that being played a lot when I used to go to like family places on holiday, because they had those in their arcade centres, and I was about maybe 12 or 13 at the time when them were out.
So let's see if we can bring it up real quick. Hang on. There. I just love this scene here where they've got this tiny little winged yeah, they're terrified of this tiny little dog. As well, there appears to be
just like a circle of fluff.
There appears to be something in Sonny's bag there now. Look. Well, do you see that?
Oh. Could be a guide or something, or a map.
No, it looks like there's something solid, almost like maybe a hoof shape.
Yeah, it's a book of some kind, but it looks like it could be a book.
There's something in a bag there, so I wonder what that's about. Obviously, we're right near a lift lot, so...
wondering what those little things are, what they're called. They're the race or the little critters.
So we've got it states the Dance Revolution game is super famous down here in Latin America. The machines are so cheap from Europe and get repaired to be used here.
Oh,
yeah, interesting fact.
I haven't actually. Well, here in the UK, when the craze really hit, they were very popular, and a lot of the people that used to play them were very competitive, and some of them were really clever and really brilliant at dancing to begin with that did it. And it did have a massive thing, but I've not really heard it be mentioned a lot now, like in the present. And plus we don't really have as many arcades here in the UK anymore. We used to have
not really these days.
I mean, I can't say for other parts of the UK, but where we live in Hull and down the coastline, there used to be loads of them, but we don't really see that game being played a lot now.
Hello, Glitter Song. Glitter Song has arrived.
Hello, Glitter. How are you?
Welcome. We've just been going through the stills of the trailer, breaking it all down. So welcome. Welcome indeed.
Ginger come in with they say it's a Pomeranian. So there was actually something about a Pomeranian as a pet.
Yeah, there was. It was mentioned early on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So let's just move on with another clip. What we got here? So let's go back slightly. Boom. Right there. So I just want to bring this up. So I'm guessing if you look here,
sequence, I think that's a song sequence.
I'm thinking it's either a song sequence or maybe this is perhaps something to do with the Pegasi, everything up on ropes and things, giving an illusion of flight.
Mm-hmm.
But it probably is more than likely a song sequence.
Yeah, and there's a lot of wires and things around as well, so it's kind of like, and also it looks like the collapse, so I don't know what that's all about.
I think it's safe to say this is a song sequence right here.
Well, there's going to be songs in there because the toys have kind of said that, because there's a couple of figures, like talking interactive figures that they released for the Gen 5 with some of the characters. One for Izzy and one for Sunny, or I think it's Sunny, or maybe it's Pippa, I can't remember. But it's two figures that have voice clips of songs in them. And those songs have been put up on YouTube and kind of cleared up a little bit. And if either of those two songs are in the film, I'll be very happy, because one of the songs I really like. I like this. I really kind of is quite catchy. Unless it's just a song that they've put in the toy, but yeah, obviously it has been confirmed there is going to be music. Have some musical numbers in there because that's what Gen 4 was all about. It is still canon and all, so they're still keeping up with the musical side of it.
Yeah, the songs in G4 were definitely something I was always a fan of.
Yeah, so they'll be wanting to keep that element in there because that's what got a lot of fans interested.
Again, what's all this? You've got a crab with two what appear to be seagulls.
Looks like fluffy seagulls.
Yeah, I wonder what all that's about.
Unless Hitch does have some sort of magical ability at some point where he can kind of understand animals and creatures.
Yeah, it's possible. Possible. Here we are. This is a scene with him surrounded by the bunnies. There we are.
If that was me, I wouldn't have that. I wouldn't have that. If that was me, I wouldn't have that face. I'd be like, "Oh, bunny rabbit, I want to keep you warm."
And then,
Queen, I've forgotten her name.
And I often wonder, is she an actual royalty or is she just like a celebrity?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's like called ZBS Live to ZBS News, I imagine.
I don't know who she is.
I just thought
she's got guards, like royal guards. So I'm pretty sure when that she was actually called Queen something. So
she is. You know that this place is called Zephyr Heights. Well, look, the news channel ZBS Live. What if that stands for Zephyr Breeze something.
Maybe. Zephyr
And
Broadcast System? Or
yes,
service?
Zephyr Broadcast Service. That's what that stands for. Zephyr Broadcast Service.
Maybe something like that. And a copy in the eye, which I believe is CBS, is it? I can't remember what is it. There's an American network or whatever, and it has like an eye kind of logo to it.
Right, let's just end that for a moment. So, I mean, there's obviously a hell of a lot within that we obviously haven't seen yet. I have to say that they've definitely created a really. I like the trailer in itself because it gives us. It doesn't give us too much, but it gives us enough to definitely get us interested.
We've got some more comments in the thing, starting with Nico after Glitter Song. The hell we didn't even get one. Do you want to bring it in?
Where am I looking, mate?
The one that says under where Glitter Song says Ginger.
There we are.
Because they're all recent ones we haven't brought in yet. So, hell, we didn't even get to hear any of the songs from the movie. So that's a plus. That's true. I mean, like I said, as Sam was just saying there, the trailer didn't give too much away, which makes me wonder that they might maybe do one more. They might maybe put a song number in there, just to kind of give you an idea that the songs are still present, or maybe a clip of the song, maybe just a little verse of it.
Yeah, it's quite potentially. Silver Comet states the seagull is fan named as Princess Tuna.
Oh, right. Okay. The fan named Princess Tuna.
He reckons as well the breaking news is the crown was stolen as Queen Haven isn't wearing it.
Yeah, most likely. And then Silver Comet says about Imalu, likes the name. She designed the beds and the flops. Interesting. And Ian's back, saying it looks like Queen Haven doesn't have her crown here. This could be after Izzy and Sunny steal it. Maybe. But, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, obviously, we know for a fact that the new G5 world, is much like our own, which, as you say, John, makes sense because they're trying to attract a new, younger audience. So, they're using, obviously, a lot of film references, a lot of sort of Clove references. So, ultimately, it's going to sort of aiming to attract a new generation. I am just sort of curious. I would probably say the main plot of the film is obviously on 2 points. One, the loss of the unicorn's magic, and two, probably finding out why everybody sort of split apart and became mistrusting of everybody else.
Yeah, most likely. It seems that it certainly is interesting. Another good joke in the trailer, Sunny's. I also happen to be average height line. Got a good chuckle out in there. Yeah, it did me as well.
And it's definitely going to have a lot of really subtle humour. I mean, I'm also curious about sort of like if they'll have any little snippets like adult humour mixed in, because adult humour usually sneaks into these films real subtle. Like Silver Comet states, Alpha Brittle, obviously the big grey unicorn, he's as tall as Big Mac. So he's our Big Mac. He's our Big Mac. He's Alpha Brittle. I'm actually curious why they're doing the Dance Revolution game. I mean, is that just because Sunny's trying to, I don't know, get something and she can only win it if it's a prize, perhaps? Perhaps a prize is one of the elements.
Maybe, unless maybe they're just asking him for, I don't know, maybe asking him questions, or there's obviously got to be some reason why they end up having like a friendly contest with one another. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm generally really interested. I mean, in what will happen in this film. I mean, me for one, I'm just the trailer for me just did so well. I really had a good time with it. It was fun. There was a lot of the jokes and the humor in there was perfectly balanced. But yet we only got like the more comedic side of it in this trailer, which is making me wonder is that if they do another trailer, might they kind of have more of a serious note to it? Because we was told that it would be more maturer, bit more maturer story wise compared to what we have had in the past. Kind of a little bit similar to what happened later on with Friendship is Magic, because it got a bit more darker and more mature as it went on. But obviously, at the beginning, when we started getting news of Gen 4, this movie, and when we found everything, when it finally got announced officially, they were talking that we would be getting, they were talking that it would be more mature because they still want to kind of keep that age difference, which is obviously meant for little kids. I mean, obviously, it's meant for little kids, but then it's also meant for, it's meant for little kids and all, but it's also going to have probably references in there that only, older people will understand, which is what got a lot of fans into Gen 4 to begin with, because of the references and the music and the art style.
Just bringing in Alpha Swell, mate.
Mm-hmm.
No. There it comes. Alright, Alpha.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad, mate. You've missed the deconstruction of the trailer. We've spent the last hour deconstructing the trailer scene by scene.
Oh my god. No, it's alright. I already watched the trailer and I already saw a couple of things actually.
What are your thoughts on the trailer, mate?
Yeah, so my thoughts right now, definitely it is pretty awesome. Like every time when I see an image or merch or something that always comes in, I always actually freak. So technically I actually starting to get more hyped how this movie is going.
Same here. It sold it for me. It's just like I'm 100% dedicated to seeing this film. I know it's going to be on Netflix, but I'm definitely watching it. It sold it to me, really has.
Definitely.
Ian's asking a quick question here. I hope the modern tech isn't too prominent and distracting in G5. Something I liked about G4 is it felt unique and different from our own world. Yeah, but it's a good point. I don't think the technology in G5 will be too much. I mean, we know they've got obviously smartphones, electricity, stuff like that. But oh god, there's a doggy. There's a doggy. I'm like totally distracted by the cute dog now. That dog's awesome. I love that dog.
Yeah, I know. Oh, no.
That is a super fluffy dog.
Yeah, fluffy, but unfortunately he got a haircut, so technically he's not. Well, you might know that's what I'm wearing, right?
Yeah, a G5 pony t-shirt.
Yeah, I actually took it. Yeah, honestly, I was able to actually get one of the merches stuff. I was able to actually get a couple more things. So I'll get that. All right. All right. So I was able to actually get a couple of things here, but the first one, I think this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I do like the sunny figurines. They are nice.
Yeah. So got this one.
Oh, a little
Something like that.
Cute.
Okay. Also got this one. It's a Storm. It doesn't look as much, but it's good. I also got this one. The petals. Wings are a little smaller. Not gonna mind. I also got this one. Just little Izzy Mumo here. Kind of cute. Okay. I'm done. Alright. Yes, that's all. I just wanted to say something real quick. Nice. Oh, and Arguments actually said nice sunny. Pretty nice. That's nice. Yeah, I was able to actually get the brushable, and to be honest, I like the hair on this thing, like or the how they did this. It's actually pretty soft. It's a really good material. Gotta get it.
I don't think we've got any G5 stuff in the UK yet. At least I haven't seen any.
Yeah, not yet. Not exactly. They're only available in your Walmart store. I think there were a couple things that come in Texas or other places, but I think it's coming to my home state of Georgia. So, oh, so someone arguments also asked me, you do not have a hitch. Technically, yes, I don't have a hitch version of it. It's because it hasn't been released yet. Yeah, so I wasn't able to get that. It's kind of a little weird at first.
Nope, we have zero G5 stuff over here because if there's none on Amazon UK, so yeah, we don't have any yet in the UK. So yeah, probably I bet it'll all get released probably Christmas time for us, another 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, and maybe like all three of us can actually wear some of this. Maybe
I have got plans to get some G5 t-shirts. You see, that's one of the things that always sort of bugs me a bit. Over in the States, you get everything before we do over here in the UK. We're literally 6 months behind merchandise and films. So we have to wait 6 months and then, you can show off your merchandise before we can get any.
yeah, before you can get it first. I don't know. I didn't know if they're just gonna hold on my shoulder for a minute. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, my dog is just kind of like chilling. Yeah. He's right here.
I love that dog. That is lovely. What breed is he?
He is a golden retriever mix.
Ah.
Golden doodle retriever. Yeah. I'm just actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sleep all day. Yeah,
He's eating Sunny.
It was it. Yeah, I'm playing it with my blanket for a bit. Yeah, fortunately, yeah, I didn't know what's going on with them. No, we're still like with the fights and comments. Hey, Alpha, what's your dog's name? Oh, okay, yeah. So my dog's name is Lanudo. My parents actually got him like 6 years ago. He's like 6 years old now. Yeah, so he's pretty good right now. Pretty healthy.
Definitely. Actually, just thinking of G5 stuff, I just thought, I know we haven't got any merchandise here yet, but I think we might have some of the t-shirts available.
Wait, let me look.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, let me just, I'm gonna look and see if I could, Amazon UK. Okay, I'm gonna look at that. Alright, I'm gonna look.
I haven't got anything on this side. I'm fairly certain that they're available somewhere. I'm definitely sure I've seen some UK side.
Yeah, I looked here. Yeah, I'm looking here, and basically they only got like a couple things or something. Yeah, it's not one of these that I'm looking for.
Yeah, Silver Comet asks, since Alpha's just arrived, can we just sort of do another analysis trailer to get his opinion? Yeah, we can do.
Yeah, sure.
One sec, I'll bring it up. Obviously, I'm muting it so we don't get copyrighted, and we're only breaking it down scene by scene. But yeah, I could certainly do that. 1 second. I'm just going to have to reset this tab here so we can go all the way to the front now. Okay, and in 3, 2, 1, I will bring it back. If I hit the right button, there we go. Yeah.
And honestly, when I heard Izzy Mooble's voice, I immediately got her as my favorite.
Same
I
here.
feel like I might well be the only one here that's a Sunny fan. I think everybody else is an Izzy fan.
No. I love the main five. I love every single one of them. Every single one.
No, I mean, Sonny's a great character. Don't get me wrong. It's just Izzy. She's very infectious. It's just everything about her smile, her whole demeanor. It's just you just can't not like her. That's the thing. You know,
Yeah.
she's like Pinkie Pie. You can't not like Pinkie Pie. You know.
Well, I do like Pinkie Pie, but my favorite is Rainbow Dash because she's a daredevil.
Yes, 20% cooler than that other one that Sam likes.
Luna fan for life.
She's 1,000% better than her. Actually, she's got the best songs in Gen 4. I just have to say.
Yeah. But
Especially Al Fly is one of my favourites from Rainbow Dash. Al Fly is just a great song.
Right, let's do this. Let's do this one more time, people. Why not? So let's start off.
Why don't you just
Obviously-
run it? Why don't you just run the whole thing with no volume on and just watch it, and then if Alpha sees
Yeah.
something, just pause it.
Okay. Here we go then.
You're doing it like
all right, stop. All right, wait, stop. All right, go. See what you got.
that. Sonny is cute.
Wait, stop.
Just go back.
Move back
just
a
go
little
back
bit.
a bit.
Move back.
Hang on.
Move back. Right there. That's it. All right, that's it. All right. So this is actually where this was taken in Sunny's room. Like, just imagine like the first image.
Yeah.
And yeah, so she still has the figurine still. And basically we got that Rainbow Dash poster there. So basically she's technically a brony, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though that she's a girl though. Pretty weird. Alright. What else I can buy?
Interesting side point we discussed earlier. The Twilight figurine that is actually Alicorn Twilight, so she is an Alicorn in this figurine.
Yeah, I think our girl Starshine already knew that. Or something. Knew that she was an Alicorn, but like before she was a unicorn at first, and then she Alright, yeah, so I'm technically good, so we can
All right.
Alright, stop over there. Alright. So another thing I want to mention, someone by the name of I don't know who his name, I think his name is Daily Ballsub. Basically he once said that this building, like from like if you roll back a second, don't do that, just don't do that. Basically he think that this building was actually kind of like the police station where Hitch actually works at, including Sprout, I think is his partner. I don't know. But the thing is, unfortunately, like you see closely that you see those glasses there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So technically that could be like where the Stonks pony Phyllis actually does her Cantrologic presentation or something. I think that's the theater.
Yeah. That's just we've had the same theory about the building.
Yeah. So technically, yeah, it's because of those glasses. I think that's exactly what I'm thinking. Alright. What we got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I can't stop it. I stop it there. I just love the detail on the face. You know, this gives you such a great look at the animation.
Yeah, that looks awesome. That looks like Paramount Pictures did a great job actually doing this. Yeah, something like that.
I mean, how can you not like her? Look at her. She's cute.
What? She just don't make me a pinky for a second. Yeah.
I just love it when she's just like, "Hi, new friend," and everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Unicorn!"
Unicorn, run away!
Yeah.
Right.
Like, pretty weird for someone else.
Like Sonny's the only one that kind of like is in awe of her. I love this bit.
Hmm.
It's in my kid. You're welcome.
And I just have to once again point out the pure detail on the baked beans.
Yeah.
Just that is some amazing, well generated detail on baked beans.
Yeah. That looks awesome to see that. Yeah, basically.
Ta-da!
Yeah, and this scene was really sad to see.
Yeah, I love that.
Just look at all of them. It looks so sad to see that, actually.
I love the old one, and something like hits her on her head, and she's just like, "Ow."
Yeah. They don't have magic. Nothing.
Yeah, I think it's the main part of the story. I think is the loss of the unicorn magic. I'd definitely say.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the loss of the magic is certainly what's driving it forward, and then obviously, obviously this heist thing in the story as well, which is interesting. Which, you know, what is that? Is it the elements of harmony, or is it just something else?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, but yeah, something. Alright. Let's do it.
I love her.
Ow.
Ow.
Okay. Alright. Stop.
Alright.
Under no kid little forward.
The map. Yeah.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Hang on. There we are.
Alright. So that's it. Alright. So technically, basically, like it actually shows the 3 cities that the ponies live. Well, in separate species though. But yeah, nothing really much to say about the map though.
There is one thing which I mentioned earlier that I'm curious about. What's all this about? Because we've got like some sort of symbol or marking here. And you've got like a question mark. So I'm curious about what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I can't really I can't see it very well. I don't even know what it is though. I don't know.
No worries. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Alright, so when it shows the whole city, you stop there, right? When it shows
Yeah.
the whole city. Keep going. Keep going. Can you go a little more? A little more?
Slightly past it. There we go.
There you go. Alright. So I see when I saw this scene, I immediately just saw 2 things. You see the word Z Heights there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, here in the U.S., there's actually with the same color scheme, the same logo. It's called something called T-Mobile.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mentioned that before you came on.
Yeah,
It's
T-Mobile.
literally based on that. And then if you notice at the other billboard, it's like an apple kind of.
Actually, no, that actually isn't Apple. That's actually Sony, but they changed it to Pony instead.
Ah, yeah, clever.
Yeah, Sony. Yeah, that was a.
And then there's a drink with an M instead of a W, which kind of will be like my monster, like monster.
No, that is not a monster drink. There's no way that is.
I am curious about why the Pegasi seem to be the most advanced race. I mean, they've clearly got televisions, news channels, like phone networks. I'm curious about why they're so advanced.
Yeah, and also I want to mention, they also have like this news program named ZBS, technically, which in the US there's actually something called CBS or something.
Yep.
Yeah, let me see what ZBS actually means.
Yeah,
We're guessing it stands for Zeppa. What was it? Zeppa Heights Broadcast
System or Service or something like that. Maybe I don't know.
Okay, so what?
Yeah, because when I saw the logo for that ZBS logo, I've seen a logo like what you're talking about, Alpha.
Yeah, yeah. So technically, it stands for Columbia Broadcasting System, but since they were named into ZBS, that actually reminds me to Zephyr Broadcasting System.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So technically, that's Zephyr Broadcasting System. So technically, that's what their television uses. Yeah. All right. So that's pretty much safe. That's pretty much.
We appear to have somebody attached to a load of blooms over there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just noticed that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's Zip. Because she can't fly, so maybe she has a hot air balloon.
Yeah, see, I know there's this. I know, obviously, as we discussed, with the Pegasi potentially don't fly. It's all like a trick. So as you see with Zip, she obviously sort of jumps up and sort of spreads the wings. So as we discussed earlier, John, it's quite potential. This is just flying with style. You know, she just jumps up and gives the illusion just flying.
She just glides down. Mm.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
And obviously, just to put it here, we've got obviously the main cast right here, the 5. Obviously, we've got the fake horns on, so they're obviously heading to see the unicorns.
Bridlewood Forest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Just want to pause on his face. I just love that look.
Yeah, look at his face. Because he thinks that men cannot wear makeup, but unfortunately, in the real world, yes, actually, men can actually use makeup, become makeup artists.
There is a scene later on, if I can spot it, I want to point out, because I noticed it yesterday when I was sort of watching this for like the 3rd time. It comes up later. I'll see if I can catch it. Yeah. Anything else?
No, nothing much.
I love that Dance Dance Revolution inspired game.
Ah, now look, that was what was in Sonny's bag later on.
Yeah.
No, I think that was actually a book. It looked like it had like it, but that could be something. Definitely.
Wait,
got that as well.
Minute.
Yeah.
Wait. I think I recognize that symbol.
Which one? This one.
Yeah, actually, that one reminds me of Queen Haven's crown, though.
Yeah, with yeah.
And is that gem thing there as well?
No idea. No idea.
For all we know, that could potentially be an element. Maybe that's like a redesign of one of the elements of Harmony. Right
It looks
there.
like it's in the colour scheme of Rarity as well.
Could well be.
And also the word Just Prance. That actually kind of reminds me of a game called Just Dance, actually.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's probably meant to be the same thing.
Yeah, but I just can't believe that they're actually using other brands and just reimagining it into the equestrian world. So technically, certainly Pony. You also got like ZBS to ZBS, and also you got like some other things and stuff like I don't know what. You also got Just Prance over here to imagine it's Just Dance. That is actually pretty sick, actually, to see that.
Okay.
Pretty sick. All right.
See, just to point out, I don't know if you can see it, but right there in the satchel, it's that same like sort of jewel crown from earlier.
Yeah.
But I think that's a book, though. I honestly think that's a book.
Yeah, that's the jewel. That's the jewel, but
It's sticking out right at the top. You can see it.
I know, but the jewel in that other art looks much bigger. Unless it's can shrink. I don't know.
Hang on, if we just
Because if you notice, it
looks
looks like there's something behind it. Unless it's the journal book that the map book. It's the gems in front of it. I think the artifacts in front of it.
2 secs. Yeah, there.
Yeah, but it looks totally different in the bag, though. That's the only thing.
that's weird. It looks larger on the outs.
That's what I'm on about. Unless it closes, because if you notice, it's got like 3. I don't know.
We bring it back. Yeah, it's definitely same item. It does look a lot smaller, but then again, dimensions could look a bit different. And this isn't going to be fully finished. It's going to need a bit of polishing off, like animation wise. But that's definitely the same item. Let's just move on. I mean, just to pause it again on this. So do you think we could agree this is very likely a music scene? This is like a music thing going on here?
I generally think that is a music.
Oh, but yeah, about like that scene where yeah, that could be a scene though. But I think the one with Hitch with the makeup, my theory is that could be the like right in the middle of the song that fit right in, technically.
Yeah.
That could be a theory. That's my theory. That's my theory. Like during the movie, what like while I think Joey fit right in is like actually is kind of like Izumomo kind of like doing a little bit of makeup on all of the four to actually make them turn into unicorns and stuff.
Yeah, it's again, yeah, it's very likely that this is where it falls into it. Well, I know what the rainbows are all about and all the things are. There, Polly. This is still. I noticed this earlier. Look, they've all got glowing rainbow wings. All the Pegasi.
Yeah, all of them are actually kind of like flying and stuff. I think that's I think that's the end of the movie, though.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this is when all the magic comes back.
Yeah, so we know it's gonna happen, but we just don't know how they did it though. So we're gonna have to wait for the movie to come out and see how they did it.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Let's go back here. From what we've been told, we were discussing earlier, fans of naming this seagull here, is it Princess Tuna? I believe they're calling this seagull.
Yeah. It's with the can on his head.
Aye. And we've got Hitch surrounded by bunnies.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I think they're just turning on or something for no reason.
And also, there was something else that was mentioned before. Alpha brought in that Imalu was the one that created a lot of the critter designs, and also was the one that designed Izzy and Sunny, which we found out in this chat earlier on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There we have it.
All right. That was all.
Just to point out, so Jonathan states, note that, as you know, they had the left flank in the flying scene, but who bets double-sided cutie marks come back? We know that at the moment, from what we know, they only have a cutie mark on one side, not both, which a part of me is curious if that's just purely for merchandising, because almost every single sort of G4 pony on release, even plushes, only ever had one cutie mark on the side, unless you had a custom job, which can point to custom ones always have both sides. So it would be interesting to see what the plan is in regards to the cutie marks for Gen 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silver Comet states the global magic must be under 1% of levels back in G4, so cutie marks only show up on one side. I think the cutie mark thing is definitely part of the story, part of the reason. Yeah, then the toys have unicorn versions of all the animals and Silver Comet. Which, yeah, I've noticed that as well, so I'm curious if that's all linked into the later stuff. But there is so much. So I'm getting distracted by that dog again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it.
So, hypothetically, I mean, if you do think if there is going to be another trailer, considering that obviously this one was only released literally about 2 days ago, I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be another one. The next one's probably going to be sometime in the next week, anywhere between the 23rd and 24th. So in about a week's time.
Or they might maybe leave it till September itself.
Maybe, yeah, it's possible.
later this month. Because I'm just basing it on past stuff, like the way Netflix operates. They do now and again like TV spots for stuff as well.
Yeah, it's true.
Especially if it's a very popular thing. So I wouldn't be surprised to do some TV spots for this film to try and get people, to encourage people to subscribe to Netflix to see it. It's the same with Disney Plus. They're always advertising their stuff, like Loki and the MCU stuff. So they're always.
I'll be back.
Okay. So they're always advertising that stuff. So Netflix do that. Netflix do that. I mean, for all we know, this might be the only trailer we get, but I'll be very surprised if we don't get at least something else.
I just think they're interested in trying to keep it as not too much. But still, come here. Big question: where is the TV series going to happen? The main five having their slice of life and growing in adventures. What is their Ponyville? Good question.
I think from what we've got so far, because obviously by one of the shots we showed, it looks like the magic does come back, but at the end of the film, in some way. We don't know how, but it does. So I'm thinking the series probably is more of just more adventures with those characters, and maybe they visit different places. Maybe we do find out, or maybe they go back to what was the remnants of Ponyville and what used to be certain places that the Gen 4 characters maybe visited. I don't know. It's going to be interesting because I'm wondering if there's going to be kind of like an end credit scene that kind of somehow.
Maybe an end credit scene that showed like Twilight or something just showing up.
Because there is a 45-minute special as well. That's
true.
Which is actually to bridge the gap between the movie and the series. So it depends exactly what that 45-minute special is going to be as well.
Silver Comic states the toys suggest that Queen Haven, Phyllis, and Argyle will visit the Unicorn Woods at winter.
Do you want to take down that comment, Sam?
Oh yeah, 2 seconds. There we go.
Very lapsy-daisy performance, Sam. I'm not happy. I'm joking. I should be on the opposite side tonight because I'm better. I'm joking. Right, what we got here? Jonathan's back. If you want to bring him in.
John.
Oh yeah.
Heard someone said Gen 4 was like Deep Space Nine. The new one is more like Next Generation, going on a tour and just heading off from their homes on adventures. Most likely so.
But by the way, Jonathan, I really like that thumbnail. That's a really great thumbnail.
And Silver Comet's back, Sam. Come on, stop slouching. The toys suggest that Queen Haven, Phyllis, and Argyle will visit the Unicorn Woods at winter snow. Yeah, maybe so. That'd be cool. Or unless they may be thinking of introducing like new characters along the way, because obviously they're introducing us in the movie, the main five. But maybe they might introduce other characters that might come into it in the series. Because the way Friendship Magic is, you had your main six, or your main characters, but then you had a lot of more secondary characters, but they were still pretty important. So you had like Discord, you had this and that and another. So I'm wondering if you might get more characters. You might maybe get some more characters in there, which kind of makes things a little bit more interesting. I don't know.
I mean, one thing I'm always curious about is will we potentially get to see like Discord showing up? Will any of the previous G4 villains be mentioned? Or is it just going to sort of, or are the main G4 main six going to be potentially be more like? There is a theory that the G4 main six in G5 are like the equivalent of fictional characters. like they're from books or TV shows.
Yeah. Glitter Songs come back. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, and Silver Comets come back as well. Yeah. But Glitter, Hitch, Trailblazer, tried to put Sunny in Gale.
Actually, it's jail.
So that means jail, sorry. But I did not then help Sunny. Okay. Interesting.
Silver says no new characters in the run of the toys a second wave, so no spoilers for anything related to the special. Which is
also, I just want to alliterate that Silver Comets Glitter Song could be. Do not put any spoilers in the chat, please, because there is meant to be a movie version of the book that's also been leaked.
Yes.
So we don't want any spoilers. Potential spoilers, but by what we've got, apparently someone else mentioned earlier in the stream before you joined us, Alpha, that apparently that this book apparently isn't very lore-ish, apparently, so there isn't really anything spoilerish with it, but just be very careful about that because we don't want any potential spoilers because we want to go into this with because the trailer's perfect. It doesn't give too much away. And it doesn't. Yeah. It's perfect to go into it with an open mind.
Exactly. I prefer trailers like this because it doesn't give too much away. Some films over the years have been killed because the trailers just give everything away. So if you keep it to a minimum, people will be more interested.
Yeah, because there's one thing people do not like, especially when something's very anticipated, is spoilers. But I mean, don't get me. I mean, it was just an honest thing that Glitter did, but I just want to be mindful of everybody else in the chat and also Alpha and everyone else watching. We don't want any spoilers, really.
No.
Yeah. I just want to say Alpha's in the chat and he's here.
Yeah, I think you should delete that comment. While the book and the movie does not have too much, it shows some surprises. So no spoilers.
Yep. Exactly.
No, but all I want in this movie was to look at how the movie goes and see some surprises. But unfortunately, I don't want that book to actually show me that Twilight Sparkle's coming back. We don't know if it's not coming. I don't know whoever the publishers who were actually making that, they should regret it because basically we don't want any spoilers. But what they could do is next time they could actually do it after the movie is out. After.
Yeah, I agree on that.
So Silver Comet came back saying, while the book of the movie does not have too much, it shows some surprises. So, but it says no spoilers. So yeah, we don't want to know anything. So
yeah, we don't know. We don't want to know.
The problem is, it's very common, unfortunately, for book adaptations of films to be released a month or so before the film's released. Unfortunately, though, 90% of these books that get released that are sort of companions to the films, they're usually watered down storylines, so they don't follow the film exactly. But yeah, obviously we are going to discuss the book. I mean, should anybody already have read it, that's absolutely fine. But
once the film's out, maybe we might be able to get a copy of that book and talk about it after the film's been released. And then
I'll do that.
That's all about.
I may as well do that, mate. Because if you do that, you'll take you 10 years to read it.
Maybe, yeah. I still haven't finished the season 10 part 1 yet. So, to be honest, I haven't really had any chance. I'm gonna probably give it a read because it's only a comic book, so it won't take me that long.
And Silver Comet has some very wise advice. I recommend to not visit 4chan for those who want to wait for the second trailer or movie release. Well, yeah, because 4chan's just going to be full of leaks and all sorts of stuff, so it's better off avoiding it.
Yeah.
Also, just to let everybody know, we will be finishing up a bit earlier tonight, about 11:30 our time, so we're finishing up in about 40 minutes. About 2.5 hours we're only doing tonight, so we've got another 40 minutes.
Silver Comet says the book is 32 pages and it is roughly about 33 megabytes size if you wanted to get it on your computer. Okay. So it's not a very large book. I think it's just going to consist mostly of just art pictures and maybe little dialogue. So, I mean, obviously, kids, obviously.
I think we will discuss the book, but I know we'll probably just wait till after the film because obviously we'll no doubt have a massive live stream discussion about the film when it's finally released in just over a month.
I mean, from what I can gather from what we've seen in the trailer, when Izzy comes in and they're all panicking, I'd be very surprised if what Glitter says there actually does happen, because from what I get from the trailer, I don't think that's going to happen. But like I say, we don't want any surprises in there or any potential spoilers. We don't want anything like that.
Ew. So it looks like Ginger states, I've searched on YouTube MLP G5 spoilers, and the first thing that came up was a video filled with screenshots we haven't seen yet. It's 2 minutes. It might be made up of screenshots, because I know there was quite a few screenshots released on Equestria Daily over the last few days. So,
right, I need to clear something up. There isn't a second trailer yet. We're just kind of saying that we potentially could get a second one. There isn't a second trailer yet. We've only got the one trailer, which we're talking about today. But the way Netflix works, usually they do more than one trailer. So we're just saying, hypothetically, we could maybe get a second trailer, or we might not. This might be it. They might not want to give too much away, but there could potentially be at least another minute and a half trailer. So there's no second trailer yet. We're just talking that there could possibly be one. We don't know yet. So there's some people in the chat that were getting a bit confused.
I don't know if there would be another trailer. I mean, do Netflix normally release multiple trailers? To my knowledge, you only ever usually release one. They very rarely do more than that.
So I've seen them really promote stuff, especially if it's a Netflix original.
We probably might get some TV spots. I won't be surprised if they've got some of them.
If it's a TV, if it's a Netflix original, and this is a Netflix original because they're the ones producing it alongside Boulder Media, so they will, with it being, they will advertise it more than they would say something they've added that's already been made by someone else. You know what I mean? So with it being a Netflix original, which this will be dubbed as, they usually do at least maybe a couple of trailers, or they might really start promoting it on TV. We don't know. We're just speaking hypothetically here. There might not be another trailer. We're just thinking that there could be one, but it might not be. This is the trailer we've been given. That might be it. We don't know. It all depends within the next month before the film comes out.
Well, as long as they don't give too much away, it's fine. I mean, I'm happy with the trailer we've got because it doesn't give too much away. It gives us enough to sort of know what's going on and to introduce the characters. I'm happy with that. I don't really want to see too much because I want to go in not knowing too much.
Right, okay. So apparently Jonathan says that the trailer isn't from Netflix, it's from E1. But yeah, E1 are a part of it because E1 are in partnership with Hasbro. They work with one another to produce stuff, but Netflix are also a part of it and also Boulder Media. So apparently the trailer we got, it was actually released by Entertainment One or E1. So we might get a Netflix trailer as well. They might release their own because it will be dubbed as an original film.
Yeah, it will be as an original.
So, yeah, given how Netflix handled previous animated movies produced by them, it is likely the MLP, whatever, to have 2 trailers, 2 to 4 minutes each. Yeah. So the one we got was an E1 trailer, so Netflix have got to actually release one of their own, if they will.
And Glitter Song states, if you know too much, you won't be that excited, and I want to be excited. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't want to know too much about this film. I really want to. What I know now is I'm happy with. I don't think there's any other characters to reveal or any other locations potentially. So I think we know enough. I mean, maybe they'll release a more polished up trailer, something that's a little bit more, fresher, perhaps, like a bit more sparkly.
Yeah.
So Silver Poet states, technically speaking, E1 is only in charge of distribution of the movie to theatres, now restricted only to Russia, China, plus private showings in New York.
Yeah.
Private shows, like in theaters?
Yeah, private showings in New York. So it'll be in cinemas in New York, in selected cinemas.
It's liable to get, because like most major, like it is a theatrical movie.
Nico's off, so bye to Nico. Take care.
Yeah, see you, Nico. But what I mean is, this is a feature-length movie. Yes, it's going up on Netflix first, but apparently it probably will get a theatrical release once, like later on. Yeah. Because obviously Hasbro and everybody want to make as much money as they can off this. So, but yeah, for now it's only a Netflix film. But yeah, from what I can gather is, like it says, like E1 is only in charge of distribution. So obviously Netflix are the ones that are hosting this. They're putting it up on their service. They've yet to give us a trailer from a Netflix trailer, even though it says Netflix at the end of that. But yeah, it was released by E1 or by someone else. But we could potentially still get one. We could potentially still get another trailer, but we don't know yet.
The Alien private shows is for important people 1 week before worldwide release through Netflix.
Yeah, it's probably for investors and things like that.
Yeah, very likely.
And probably the cast as well.
Yeah, it'll be like a red carpet. Well,
yeah.
more like a mini red carpet type thing.
It will get a premiere because it's a movie. Yes, it's going up on Netflix, but yet they will get a premiere of it. Everything gets a premiere. A lot of stuff gets premieres, especially when it's a film.
The Glitter Song says it's 11 o'clock and I don't want a second trailer. No, I don't want a second trailer either, Glitter Song, but we'll see what happens potentially.
If it's 11 o'clock there, so you must be from the UK then, Glitter. Because obviously it's 11 o'clock now in here, so you must live in the UK then. Interesting. So we've actually got someone in the UK in the chat, potentially.
So we've got another 30 minutes, people, just so you all know. We're only doing about 2.5 hours tonight, so we'll be stopping in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, about 30 minutes.
Excuse me.
So, Alpha, I have to ask, what was when you first watched the trailer for the first time, what was your initial reaction?
My initial reaction was, I was like, whoa. Like, how much detail did he actually just made this? The one most funniest thing I've seen was when actually is like two things was when actually all the Earth bodies were actually running away over this one unicorn, which was kind of a little insane. And second, and this hilarious one was when she tried to do a trick without the magic with her horn, and then all the beans actually just sprung up. That was really funny though.
All the scenes with Izzy, I just loved. As soon as I saw like there's this like big like kind of like made her look like to be a big monster stamping into the town, and then she's just like, "Hi, new friend," and then I was just like, "I love you already. I love you already."
And Glitter Song says, "Yeah, I live in Chester, UK."
Oh,
And Silver Comet states, "The detail on the leaves and dirt is incredible. Better than Pixar. Congratulations to Boulder Media." Yeah,
yeah.
they have done an amazing job. I have to say, the animation is truly amazing. It just looks really nice.
Oh wait, I thought Paramount was the one that actually made these kind of were the ones that actually made the animation, even though that Emily was the one that actually made the designs for it.
Well,
No, the animation's by Boulder Media, isn't it? For the G5 film.
it's a mixture. It's a mixture between Netflix and Boulder Media.
Right.
So I think they must have been given a massive budget for the animation, because obviously this is actually, I think someone mentioned in a previous live stream that we did that this is the first feature length movie that they've animated, because Boulder Media are only done series. They've done a couple of they've done a Transformers series, which is Cyberverse, which was like their big first thing with a massive franchise. So now they're in My Little Pony, which is another massive Hasbro franchise property. So this is the first time showing their skills as a feature film, and to get that animation as beautiful and clear as like you would expect from Pixar, they've done a great job. They've done an incredible job with it. They should be proud, especially from Ireland as well. The UK, we're bringing it in.
Well, Ginger's taking a bit of a leap of faith. Just finished watching a spoiler video. Oh boy, as I expected. I feel like you guys are going to love the movie. Trust me. Well, we'll take your word on that, Ginger, but I'm staying away from any spoilers, mate.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch anything like that. The Silver Comet, Boulder Media also did the 2D second MLP movie, Rainbow Road. Yeah, they did, and they also, but that wasn't really a movie. It was only 45 minutes, but yeah, you could call it a movie if you want to. But this is the first feature length where it's like a big movie, like that. But yeah, they did Rainbow Road Trip, and they also did the web series for Equestria Girls as well, I believe, because they followed on from DHX Media after Hasbro stopped all thingy through them, because obviously DHX Media did all the voicing side of things for Gen 4 for Fredbear's Magic, and all the feature movies for Equestria Girls. But then it moved to Boulder Media with the web series on YouTube. For that. And then they also did Rainbow Road. Yeah, don't worry, Glitter. No one's going to be spoiling anything.
No spoilers.
If anybody comments a spoiler, we'll just delete it. Because I know it's harsh, but we just none of us want to be spoiled by anything. We want to go into this with an open mind. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that love to annoy people with spoilers, and I can't stand people like that. Whenever something comes out and I want to react about it, I always purposely leave it at least a couple of days, because it gives people a chance to watch it. And then I always still put a spoiler warning on that video, so you've got the warning. So if you
all right, Ginger Pinky promises that it works. Good man, Pinky promise.
Pinky promise. So yeah. But it would be nice if Hitch gets a little bit more merch, though. For that is something that I'm a little bit concerned about. That all the other characters have got their own merch, but Hitch hasn't. He has got some merch, but he hasn't got like his own plushie, or he hasn't got anything like that. Like he hasn't got much, which is unfortunate.
I think I get the strong impression that he might be more of a secondary character. Like, he's obviously there in the film, and obviously he's traveling with them all. But I kind of wonder if he's like more of a secondary character. He's not classed as a main character.
No. The thing is, I would like him to be a main character, because this is the first time a main male character has been part of the main roster of characters. in the history of My Little Pony. Yes, she had Spike, but he was a dragon. I'm on about Pony, a male pony.
And yeah, Spike was a very underappreciated, underused character. Really feel like he had so much potential.
Jonathan says Hitch surname is Applejack, so in the background joke is not a spoiler. Right. Okay. Yeah, people are saying that Hitch is the Applejack of Gen 5, but I still ask the question, what is wrong with Applejack? She's a great character. Stop the hate on her. She's great. She's the embodiment of strength. And,
I didn't realise there was any hate towards her.
There's a lot, she's actually the least liked character from Gen 4. Everybody is either Rainbow Dash, Twilight, or Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. Them four have got the most likes out of the fan base. There is still fans for Applejack, but she's the least liked. And I'm like, why? She's so good character.
Come on, who's your favourite Gen 4 ponies, people? Obviously, mine's Luna. We know who John's is. Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow.
People in the chat, who's your favourite G4 pony? We've got 1 for Luna, 2 for Rainbow. Who else we got? I think Glitters is Applejack, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I love her. Just get it. I love her, man. I love
20% cooler. 20% cooler. 20% cooler.
Yeah. 20.
So Ian, Fluttershy, Silver Comet's Rarity, Twilight Sparkles, Glitter Song. Yeah, we got an even mix.
Oh, Yellow Twilight Sparky. Oh, that's nice.
I mean, you gotta love Fluttershy. She's just adorable.
Yeah, I love Fluttershy. I like her.
Yeah, she's a good character. The only sort of I won't call it a downside per se with Fluttershy's character. It's more like a writing issue. The sort of downside of her character is they tend to have a habit in later seasons of having Fluttershy repeat lessons, like learning to be more confident. Kept on doing that with her all the time. It's like you don't need to keep repeating the same lessons over and over again.
It's a shame that they didn't kind of build upon her a little bit more, because they did that episode, didn't they? I can't remember what season it was. Was it season 8 or season 7 when she had that? When she had that multiple personality thing came out of it?
Oh yeah, that was a real good episode. I think that was season 6. I think.
Yeah, I love that episode, and people were thinking, might we start to see a different start of her, so she's not as shy as her name says she is. Maybe she comes a little bit more assertive. But yeah, she just went right back to being her cute, shy self. But I'm guessing, I don't know what that's all about. Jonathan says he went to an Applejack fan club at BronyCon. Nice one. Nice that she has got some appreciation. She's a great character, but I've had so much disrespect towards her as a character from the fans. It's just annoying me. I love Rarity as well, but the thing is with Rarity, one thing I love about Rarity, I love her meltdowns where she's very dramatic. You know, she's kind of like lady, she's like mascara running down her face. She's like, I just love Tabitha St. Germain. She just love her performance. She's just so good at making that whiny. I haven't got Morse code coming out.
Shit. Where's Applejack? Oh, there you are. I did not see you at first, as you was a background pony.
Ooh.
That's by design. You wouldn't want to be in the forefront with RD and Pinky. Every pony watching your every move, scrutinizing your every action. Too loud, too brash, too squeaky, too annoying. Your personalities boil down to a few catchphrases and memes. Far more versions of Pinky and Rainbow toys with ill likenesses plaguing the toy stores as you watch on in horror. helpless. Finally,
Wait,
to
what?
a
Then his dog is asking, is that has ponies? Yeah, actually, it is has ponies. Sorry, I didn't catch that. It's not when you brew catchphrases.
What in tarnation?
Well, tarnation. Yeah, easy.
Whole episode is gonna be about
I'm just
Hey there,
wondering. Oh,
I
did-
love the little sayings. You know, she's like, "Hey there, sugar cube," and she's like, all that little sayings she has.
actually, wait, Ginger says something. I'm just wondering. This may be too early, but if you guys ever reach to 1,000 subs, is it okay if you celebrate it with the G4 or G5 karaoke parody? Wait, what?
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Oh, if we ever do get 1,000 subscribers, mate, we'll do something special.
Well, so far we're not far off 200, so I'm pretty pleased with that.
Okay.
I mean, we're currently with 245 subscribers, and that, I mean, to us, that's incredible because we barely had any before we started talking about the G5 stuff. And as soon as we started uploading videos talking about G5, because there was actually a lot of dead air, there was only maybe about 2 or 3 other channels talking about it at the time. And when I made my very first G5 video talking about where's the information, because at that time there was nothing at all. It had been confirmed, but there was like no information about it at all at that time. And from then, our channel's just gone, and we're averaging more viewership than our subscriber count, which is like the first time I've ever been on YouTube, and that's happened. It's incredible.
Glitter Song says, I have subscribed to your channel. Thank you.
What?
Thank you very much, Glitter.
Always good to have another subscriber.
Oh, yeah. I also do want to mention really quick. I think after we're done, after we're done with like doing the stream, I'm going to continue it, but not from your channel this time. I'll do it in mine. So technically, I'll keep the live stream going so you guys can actually join me. And maybe we can ask a couple of questions and talk about Gen 5 for a bit. And then after that, I'll be off.
Yeah, no worries.
How does it feel having the most questions? You're like a star.
You know, I did see that I had over 2,000 questions from you lovely ponies out there. It's rather humbling, actually. I'm only sorry I cannot answer them all.
Was that a flex? Rarity, do you have any beauty tips? I'm just always in awe of how you're able to look so fabulous.
Why, thank you, darling. I must say, being beautiful is something everyone needs. The best tip I have is I'm beautiful on the inside with a reflect on the outside.
May I say, Rarity is really beautiful today.
Exactly. Oh, well, from the last William, darling.
Another comment's asking for a link to Alpha's channel.
Don't worry, I'm going to do that in a second.
Become so beautiful.
There you go. Put the link up.
Wait, what?
Going to make me blush. Something smells fishy around here.
Hey, Rarity, how are you so incredibly fabulous? Who does your mane? It's incredible.
Oh, you flatterer.
Rarity, way you are so pretty.
Jonathan says, so would you all buy a My Little crossed out little with average height written on it, pony shirt? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No worries.
What?
Glitter, subscribe to
Wait,
you.
what is Jonathan talking about? So would you all buy the My Little crossed out little with average the height with it on the pony, like my average pony shirt?
Yeah.
Don't it. I subscribe with the bell on. Done it nice. All right. Yeah.
Just a little FYI, 15 more minutes, guys, and we'll be ending the stream for tonight. And also, Alpha will be doing one on his side, no doubt.
Except from the trailer Alpha. Wait, what do you mean, Jonathan? What do you mean a trailer? Like, what do you mean from the trailer? I don't understand.
It means when Sonny says, he goes, you know, you're real brave you're real confident for a little pony. He goes, actually, you'll think you'll find I'm average. I'm average height. So it's like saying you had a T-shirt that's saying My Little Pony. It said my little average pony. That's what it means.
Average. I don't know what I'm doing. Also, I have something that I think I want to share. I think.
Yeah, if you want to share something, mate, hang on, let me pop you up.
Let me just don't do it yet, all right? Let me just.
All right.
What is right now? Right now. Wait, is my G? Alright. I think Ginger might actually recognize this. All right. All right, I'm just gonna. So I actually just found this, and technically, okay, you can. I can show my screen now.
Well, if you don't.
So actually, someone by the name of Ginger, he actually made me this.
Oh wow!
Very nice.
Yeah, that's actually my OC though. But I think wait, is Ginger gonna reply in the comment section? Oh no. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna reply though. Yeah, so he actually made me this as a gift though. So I just want to say thanks to Ginger for that.
Very nice.
That's brilliant.
What's going on with them? oh my god. My LC is the Pegasus. Well, you got there for no reason.
No, it sucks.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah, I think he's just chilling.
Oh man, Socks is just so she doesn't know what's going on, does she?
No. I think she can see herself on the screen. She's freaking out a bit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Both my dogs are in the house asleep, so unfortunately you can't see them.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's just chilling.
Jonathan says Pegasus, bad news, like the evil stabby unicorns.
Yeah, I am curious about where all the mistrust comes from, like the three races and why they just don't trust each other. I wonder how that happened.
I'm thinking that, what is it, that building that we were talking about earlier, that we think obviously can generate the power and everything. I'm wondering if they're the ones that kind of caused it. Like, the maybe something with them is what cancelled out the power. Maybe the power is still there, the magic is still there, but maybe they're using something that like nulls it, like stops it. Something, I don't know. Maybe it's something like artificial, something like that that's been done.
And Glitter's song states Pegasi are not bad news. No, they're not. Especially Fluttershy. She ain't bad news. She just want to give her a hug.
Oh yeah.
Hi, your friend.
Oh, interesting. Jonathan says, I'm getting from Fallout Equestria vibes with the separation of the races.
Maybe they might have used like references from some real well-known fan fictions. They're probably kind of because having Imelu there, obviously they've had like an influence of the fan culture. Because Imelu, she literally designed two of the main characters, Sunny and Izzy, and then she also created the little animal critters as well. So I don't know. Maybe the kind of cancer logic is what I was on about. Is placing propaganda through all Maytime Bay. It has the logo of Phyllis glasses. Yeah. So they must be up to something. I think they're probably the catalyst. I think they're at the centre of what's currently going on. Because like there has to be some kind of propaganda that's caused this mistrust and that literally like terrified of like unicorns and Pegasi.
So it says a banner that says Cancer Logic has a grapper machine holding the logic part. So I think there's definitely. I wonder where that might be going. I've got a few theories. I wonder if it's going to like lean more towards the whole concept of capitalism. I wonder if that's what it's all about.
There's certainly something in there. I mean, there might not. I mean, at the moment we haven't been given like a. At the moment we haven't been given like a baddie in the trailer. I mean, obviously they're probably doing that on purpose, but there might not be a baddie per se. It might just kind of be like a negative influence that is causing this mistrust between the races, and then once that's been stopped or toppled, which is when the magic comes back.
Alphys world has changed, by the way. He now has glasses.
Yeah, all three of us do. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, so we're good now.
We got 5 minutes left, guys. So, anything else left to talk about?
Is there anything else you want to talk about, Alpha, before we end? Any more
questions?
Yeah. Anyone got any questions quickly for the next 5 minutes in the chat? Anyone want to ask us anything?
You have time when you actually join my stream later on after this.
Anything interesting happening over in the States at the moment?
This isn't a spoiler, but all I can say is that the story isn't that much complicated. Some major theories are true, but aren't much explored.
Interesting. I'm aware of some of the theories, so it would match.
Interesting. So it looks like, I have heard that the convention scene is coming back in America for the pony side because I don't know about you, Alpha, if you're aware of this channel called AC Race Best that does the Brony React videos. Have you seen them?
The what?
A channel called, basically it's a channel called AC Race Best, and he does the Brony React videos. Have you seen them?
Yes, I've seen him. He actually did the MLB movie, also a couple of the finales of the seasons of Gen 4.
Yeah.
But I think I'm speculating that he might post another one on Brony's React, My Little Pony: A New Generation.
Yeah. A lot of people are wanting that, and I certainly do. It'd be interesting to get that group of people's take on this new generation, because none of them, not Saberspark, AC Race Best, have not said a word about this film yet, except for on the podcast they've kind of mentioned about it, but they haven't really said anything in a video, which is kind of surprising to me. But I think they're planning something, which is why the silence is. But why I'm bringing AC Race Best into this is because they're going to the convention that Jonathan mentions. They're going to Everfree Northwest, so they're going to be at that convention. So I'm looking forward for those convention vlogs.
Yes.
So I really do enjoy the convention vlogs that AC does, because they're just a good bit of fun, and it's a good.
See you later, Glitter. Take care.
And it's just a good look-see of what the fans get up to and how fun these conventions can be. So I like to look at them.
Yeah, that's an interesting little tidbit. Guild Silver says apparently they are saving a lot of the history in between G4, G5 for the new creative Canadian team doing the TV series for 2022.
Atomics.
Interesting.
So the production's going to Canada for the series then. So could we potentially get Tabitha St. Germain, Ashley Ball back? What I mean is that they could potentially get those characters back to play other characters in there, because obviously they are Canadian actresses that they got for Gen 4 and for Equestria Girls. So with it going to Canada, we might maybe get Tabitha St. Germain back, because she was in Gen 3 as well. And so was Kathy Winslow that played Spike. They were in Gen 3. So it would be nice, obviously. We don't even know if like Vanessa Hudgens and Kimiko Glenn that plays Disney. We don't know if they're going to come back for the series. So they might have to get some actors that are good at impressions to kind of. And I think they should get the actress that played Pinkie Pie back to kind of reprise Kimiko Glenn, because she kind of has that. She has the Pinkie Pie vibe already down, and she kind of gives me the Pinkie Pie vibe when she speaks. So who knows?
So Silver says only the creative control goes back to Canada, not operations including the recordings. That's done in the US, most of Los Angeles.
Okay, so it's still going to be an American, European cast, then whoever goes for it. Yeah, because if the recordings and everything was to go back to Canada, then you never know. I might get a reprising role, an actress that we've had before getting a role, like a secondary role. But if it's going back to, because like Twilight and Discord maybe, because they've got a dual citizenship, so they're both American and Canadian. So Tara Strong could come back, and John Delancey could come back. Because with him being Discord, he won't die, will he?
No, but yeah, so I'd be interested to see whether or not any of the villains, Discord, Chrysalis, Nightmare Moon, if they get mentioned in G5. They are part of the lore of G4 after all, so maybe they will get mentioned.
I'd love Discord to come back. Maybe not in the movie, but in the series. Because with him being the god of chaos, he's Discord. So he's an infinite character. So he's kind of an infinity of time and space, basically. So he's kind of like, unlike Celestia and Luna, they will eventually die, and Twilight, etc. They will eventually die, but not for a good couple of thousand years or more. But with Discord, he's like an infinite character, so he could easily come back.
Yeah, it is quite possible.
But although Tara Strong did say that she will not be reprising her role as Eb, so it might go. I don't know. Someone else might maybe pick her voice up. I don't know.
Maybe. But we'll see. Right. Well,
Sam's
it is
tired,
now.
by the way, guys. Sam's tired. You can see he's stretching. He's doing like this, and You know, usually when you get that, he's kind of like, I want my bed. I want to cuddle up with my Luna
Oh
plushie.
wait, Ginger just said something. He said, "Yo, I just noticed all of you're now wearing glasses."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, guys, it is now 2 hours 30. We are going to call it a night then on the stream. Thank you,
Yeah, we're gonna have
to
to wrap it
Alpha. Thank you to Alpha for joining us again.
Yeah.
And
Make sure that you put the link again so that I could actually let people go to my channel. I
Yeah,
will
if you-
actually start the stream in
Yeah,
2 minutes.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Ready? And then
There you go.
after that, I'm gonna be good.
Yep. So
Right,
just
so-
to direct everyone's attention, Alpha, as this ends, is going to be going up in about 5 minutes on his own channel. So there's the link in the chat there. So go and check Alpha's channel out and subscribe and so on.
Okay.
So yeah, I just want to say a big thanks quickly to everyone that's watched us and commented tonight. So thank you very much again, and thank you for the support on the channel, by the way. Thank you for our reaction trailer video. The reception of our actual trailer reaction's been incredible. So thank you for that, and thank you for the reception for this stream as well. It's been great, good fun. Anything else you want to say, Sam, before we say goodbye?
Just again, thanks to all the support we get. It's all great talking to you all. We've had some good chat this evening, and no doubt we'll all be doing a mega one for after we've all watched the film. But yeah, thanks again for all your support. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, so thanks for the support, and again, thank you to Alpha for joining us again, and to the doggo.
All right. So yeah. So everybody, just to let you know, I'll meet you guys there. And any of you guys have like StreamYard or something like that, you guys can have a chance to actually talk about some things. You guys can join me so you could actually, you know, let the stuff happen. If you guys have StreamYard, or you guys can just sign in or something.
Well, what happens is when with our StreamYard works, you log into your YouTube channel and it goes live on your YouTube channel. So the comments are from on your YouTube video, but it comes up in real time. That's how it works.
Yes.
So any comments you get, you'll get it in real time.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. So definitely go and check out the stream from Alpha.
Yeah. All right. You guys
Click
can
the
join
link in
me.
there.
You guys can join me in the call. I can ask a couple of questions, and then after that, I'm good. All right. So yeah. So wait for my channel there. I'll meet you guys there. All right. All right. See you there, Alpha. Yeah. See you there, Ginger. All right. I gotta go, guys. See you.
See you, mate.
All right. See
Take
you.
care of
man.
yourself.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Right. All right. Well, thank you to everybody. Thanks to Ginger, Silver Comet, Glitter Song, Alpha, every single person that's been on. Thank you very much. Hope you've had a good show. We'll be doing another one very soon. Yeah, so we'll see you around. All right. Bye.
See you guys.